I've been talking about you in my last 2 little lives. I tried to get back up to with Sadai because I was like, yeah, I'm so proud of him. I said he was a poet. He was at my event. I said he's a motivated, inspirational guy. He just got married. So I've been bragging on you. So I was like doing his thing, and I was like, just letting people know because I haven't been on in a while, so I got to jump back out there and make sure it's the vibe. They know what's going on. So.
It's a vibe. I love it. I love it. That's right. That's the segue into the podcast episode right there, y'all. We're gonna get this joint started. Welcome to In My Bag with Backpack Jeff, where we connect with ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And today, I got a very extraordinary woman here with me today, Miss Mya. How you doing, love?
I am doing wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
I'm somebody. I'm somebody.
Hey, listen, when you can make it into the black seat, that's when you know what I'm saying. You out here.
Let me put my little stuff on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a book bag. I got a little furs. Let me come.
I love it. Hey, look, she got the purse. She's still in her bag, so it don't even matter.
Right.
It don't even matter. So tell the people, who is Mya?
So Mya is a creator. Mya is a business owner. Mm-hmm. She is the entrepreneur. She is a mother, a boss, a queen.
A mother, entrepreneur, boss, queen. Hey, listen,
I could go on. Like, how long we got? Because I think very highly of myself. But
as much time as you need.
Yeah, it's a crown here. I'm gonna say that for sure.
So you have a couple of businesses.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Tell us about your businesses.
So my business, I own Mya Prince Cosmetics, which is a cosmetic line, and it's a luxury cosmetic line, Black owned for moms. I'm not gonna say it's just like for Black moms, but I always feel strongly about women that look like me, the children that I have that look like me, and starting in my community and then branching off. I gotta make sure my foundation is solid where I'm at, with who I am and with my children. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So it's a luxury Black cosmetic line that is geared to all those must-haves that women need, like that good red, that good gloss, and it's the essential products like that brow pencil, those lip liners that you usually get. You always need a brown, you always need a burgundy, and like I said, the reds, the nudes. Those are what I specialize in. Those core products that are must-haves. Right. So it doesn't matter your race. Honestly, it's just those are must-haves, and it's a quality luxury product. I love just like luxury for us. You know what I'm saying? Even for myself. You know what I'm saying? It depends. It might look different to, you know what I'm saying, to each person. It looks different to everybody. But like I said, for me, that's how I view it so far as my packaging. I make sure I was very strategic about selecting my products and making sure it was quality, long lasting, what it smelled like. Just make sure I'm like a woman that loves experience. So I want it to be experience. Right. So that's what my brand just exudes, confidence and creativity, because that's what I feel like I am. So at the end of the day, I'm not trying to reach every single person, but I know it's women that's like me, whether it's, you're confident in yourself and listen, when you put on that red, it's called boss lady, you want to feel like a boss. Right. Or when you wear my 24/7 nude, you want to catch, you want to see what I was going with it. You want to, okay, this 24/7, I can really wear this 24/7. Right. And that's where, you know what I'm saying, the name stem from, because it's meaning behind it. You can really wear that, you going to work. Listen, I'm after work, I'm stepping out with the girls, I can really wear it 24/7. Right. And we looking for stuff like that. This a luxury item that, I can really like take with me. It looks good, it's cute. You know what I'm saying? I can put it on. It's a long-lasting quality product, and I think all that stuff is important.
Absolutely. So you gave us a lot already, and I didn't even have to ask no questions, and she already gave us a lot, y'all. But I love it, right? And I love the luxury cosmetic, right? It's a luxury cosmetic. So like, what made you say that this is something that I want to get into, right?
So. Okay, so it started in 2017. Believe it or not, I was not into makeup. So I wouldn't even wear mascara, put on the gloss, that natural beauty, and that's why my name from even Facebook going way back, Miss Mya Natural Beauty. Always been this my natural self, my natural, you know what I'm saying, my hair, my skin I wear, all that type of stuff. So I started getting into it once I was in retail management. I was working at Steve Madden. So I got into it at that time, and a girl from NYX, it's a makeup brand in the mall in Pentagon, had gave us, and all my employees were like females, young women and stuff like that. So she gifted us a box of NYX products that, like, we all rummaging through the box and stuff like that. And I already had told, and I was like, you know what, like, I want to get into makeup. I really want to learn how to do it. And I think all women get to the place where they want to learn how to do their own makeup, or I want to spruce it up.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, everybody picked out their stuff, and I went home with it. So I started practicing. So then I started purchasing makeup, really learning how much makeup costs. I don't know if you listen. That's the cost. Palettes be $50 and more. It be old. Listen, my foundation is a $50, $60 foundation by itself. So listen, it's an investment, okay? So, you know, I started watching YouTube videos, but I would always look at, okay, who am I? Like, you know, I wanted to, you know, learn about the brows frame the face. And I'm a person that dig deep all the time. Right. But some people might not like, but I'm a person that always dig deep. Like, okay, the brows, draw it on like them, but no, okay, what is it about the brows? Okay, the brows really frame the face, so you got to start with the brows. Mm-hmm. And that's what anybody's facial structure is. Like, if you see somebody with no brows, they look real funny, right?
They look hilarious.
Yeah, so it's really going to be like, oh, nah, so that's why we need brows. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, so I wanted to learn the science behind the brows, where to start, where to end, and it's a whole science to it. Mm-hmm. So I got into perfecting the brows. Then, you know, the lashes. So the lashes was my thing, the lips. So this is not even my first brand. I started out with beauty culture lashes, just for lashes. Okay. 12 different styles of lashes. Because I'm a lash girl. I would like my lashes done, a little lip, and I'm good. No foundation, no nothing. So basically, that's how I got started back in, that was like 2017. And I'm a person that's hungry. So once I'm in it, I'm going to be researching heavy. I went and got certified. So I got to really learn like the science behind it with the color theory of how to match foundation. I got into, like I said, the brows, how you frame it, when you start, sanitation, and stuff like that. So I really go back to the core of not just like, oh, it's trending. Right. So you just doing whatever to make, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really a science behind contouring and highlighting and concealing and what colors for women of color, you know, and fair skin, your deep chocolate ladies. It's a whole science to it. So that's what really got, and this being a woman, like, you know, so I just got into it. That's how it initially started, and then me wanting to have my own.
Yep. Yeah. So how did you do the actual business, right? Because I imagine this isn't like starting your like a traditional business. You know what I'm saying? This is far more difficult than selling T-shirts because it's like it's application, it's product and stuff like that, right? Like if someone is looking to start, let's say, a cosmetic line, what advice would you give them, and what are some of the things that they need in order to start that line?
I would say for sure you want to do research and be for sure about what it is and why you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Not because I feel like a lot of things now trend or popular and people like, I want to do it because somebody else. You got to be real with yourself. Like, why are you really doing it? So when I started out doing it was because I started doing makeup and stuff like that. And then I had a love for it. Like, I still have a love for it, being creative. And I get to be creative in my own right and do me. You know, and it's like, I don't try to be like, oh, I'm all into this, because it's a lot of different things called cut creases and glitters. I don't do all that. I like natural enhancements. I want to look like myself, and those are the services that I provide. That, of course, will be enhanced, but I still look like myself. Right. So, first of all, I believe in being confident in yourself first. Yes. Because I don't need makeup. I wear makeup because I want to wear makeup. Okay. And I want to, my lashes might not be really, really long, so I want to add, you know, a lash that still looks natural, but it's a longer lash, or it's give you that cat eye effect, or whatever the case may be. But again, goes back to doing your research. Understanding the process, formatting your business. A lot of people just hop out there, start buying stuff. They like, oh, the logo is the exciting part. You know, I want to jump in and get me a logo. Yeah, listen. You know what I'm saying? No, it's like you have to learn about business and the structure of your business. And when I say formatting, is it a sole proprietorship? Is it an LLC? As for however you want to, you know, handle your business. My business is an LLC because it fits what, you know what I'm saying, how I want to structure my business, basically. Right. And you need to do research on that too, even with me saying that. What is an S corp? What is an LLC? So if you cannot know, you don't know the difference, and you know, those are things where you need to start. And that's, you know, even getting into what I do. And I found that it's so important because a lot of people don't know that. They just want to sell stuff. Right. They just want to sell stuff. Yeah, absolutely. So how did you get to the point where you said, okay, I need to set a foundation for my business? Because I think a lot of people want to start businesses, right? And they hear all of the time, go and get your LLC and all of that, right? Like, what made you say I need to go and like set the foundation for my business and actually structure my business the proper way legally? It's trial and error, and then the circle that I have around me are people that, like I said, just like straight business owners. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say you don't always get it right the first time or going to know everything. But because I'm surrounded by certain people, and I'm a person that desires to know, that I've researched heavy. Like it's a lot of to me. I always say that people is no excuse because I'm on Google out here. You can Google whatever.
You can Google anything.
It's gonna lead you to that next step. Google that to the next step. So it's no excuse for it.
Right.
You know, books. It's so many different avenues that I'm like, I want to do mine the right way. I can't tell nobody else, but listen, I prefer not to make all those mistakes, and I want to get it, you know, right the first time. But it doesn't always happen that way. But it's like I want to make sure. Listen, I'm doing this up the right way. I ain't trying to double back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to double back, and next thing it's the IRS is like, I don't think about my money. I don't want nobody trying to get a piece of what I didn't work on. I don't, you know, I'd rather not.
I would trust me. I would rather not. Okay,
right.
So you have the makeup cosmetic brand, and I met you at It's a Vibe events, right? I think it was the one that you did in Rockville.
Yeah, the Silver Spring area.
Yeah, it was that one. And then I'm walking around, and like for me, right, like I'm always looking to help other entrepreneurs, and so like I'm going around the table and stuff like that, and I'm like, yo, where's the person who's like running this? And you can always tell the person. Anytime you go to a vendor event, you can always tell the person who runs it because they're doing this.
I was thinking too, like, when did we meet? Like,
Shawty was moving. You hear me?
Talk fast, move fast. I be on. Yeah,
was gone.
I'm working on slow down too, y'all.
So, why did you start? It's a Vibe events?
Okay, so going back to 2017 again.
Okay. 2017 sounds like a good year.
Yes, it's like I just be hungry. When I want something, I don't wait for nobody. I don't wait for nobody to hand me nothing. It was just like, okay, I'm into doing makeup. You know, this is my business, my business plans at that time, because I even formatted that. That was the LLC as well. So even though I was in the very beginning, I didn't know all this and that, I still paid to have my business for it. I had an LLC and made sure that I had all my documents in place when I set up my business account and all that. And it still steps after that. Right. But that is very important to do.
Right.
So without me even knowing, I knew enough to know, hey, this is the foundation. It got to be solid. Any foundation needs to be solid. Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's how I feel. So it was like, okay, I need to get my business out here. I want to get my business out here the fastest way possible. I don't want to wait for nobody to give me no opportunity. I don't mind going out here anywhere I used to go. I used to meet people. They'd be like, oh, yeah, I met you here. I'm like, dang, I don't remember her. I would be giving out cards, grocery stores, wherever I went. Yep. My kids, they'd be giving out cards to people. I'm a people person. So it would just be like, okay, I need to get my business name out here. I need people to know me. So I would start booking different makeup jobs and all of that. And I'm like, okay, I got to get, like, I wanted to faster. I need to be out here faster. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, it's social and networking events. I'm about to create my own social and networking event, and it's going to work. It's going to work for me. Then I'm a person that loves to help people. So I did it off the strength of my business that end up being something for other business owners that I have not been able to use my platform for my business yet. Right. So.
But your platform is the platform that helps other businesses, right? Which is number one, selfless, and very appreciative. If no one's ever told you, thank you for that. Thank you for that, because you provide a platform for other businesses to shine and to flourish, right? And I know you're always about providing resources, information, and stuff like that, right? What are some of the things that you would say the business owners that you work with, the small business owners, right? Because we're working with small businesses. What are some of the things that you see a lot of them kind of like need help or need assistance with? Like, what are some of the pain points of some of those smaller business owners?
So number one is the formation of the business. Like a lot of business owners, their business are not set up like as an LLC. They're just like selling stuff. It's like the tablecloth from selling stuff. And it's like, no. I'm like, I need my people, I need them to really know and have their businesses set up properly. I need them to know the legal standpoints of things and like trademarking, credit, the opportunities and the things, the outlets that we have out here, business credit. Like, 2023, we tapping all the way into the business credit. Like, I'm making sure my people, listen, you know me, you won't know about this.
So look, I'm so glad you said that, right?
We tapping in.
I want you and I to do a business credit workshop here in the conference room on January the 2nd.
Okay.
January, or what's that Monday after? It's January the 2nd because I think I'm off because
I think the first falls on a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
Yeah.
So January the 2nd, we can do.
But I got somebody that I don't know if you seen my page, Bianca.
She's the business credit person that you was on live with.
Yeah.
Well, I think. Yeah,
she like a beast. When I tell you a beast with it, I'm like a co-creator. Like that's all she do. And like even taught me stuff with that. So I knew. So like I said, it's things that I know.
Right.
But it's just like the importance of that because, like I said, a lot of times we all do things like backwards. This information we ain't know. Like, dang, if I could do it again, this is what I would have did.
Right.
And especially if I can tell somebody else, hey, do this first, build up. Because listen, my business was built on my savings, the money that I'm making. When I have events, this is my money, single mother money.
Right.
This ain't no, this ain't no dude giving me money. This ain't no, listen, it was none of that. And if I wish I could go back to doing my, it was business credit, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, and I could pull from that, and not that I feel any type of way, but I'm just letting you know, that's like passion. That's like, I believe in what I'm doing, like for real. So that money is stuff that I invested because I had like my vision and I believe in it, whether, no matter how it turned out, it's something that I'm like, I'm just like, I'm happy. Like, it brings me joy. It fulfills me. You know what I'm saying? When I do these things and I see other people that come to me like, I appreciate you so much. And I be like, what? Like me? I'm just like doing this because I love it. I'm like, when people, you get that, it's just so like, wow. Like,
it's shocking to have people revere you the same way you revere other people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why, like, I feel like I love what you're doing. I definitely want to like see you push that joint, right? And that's why I'm like, yo, you need to be heading up workshops. You need to be heading up masterminds because you are the person. I was talking to my wife before I came here and did this interview today. I was like, yo, one thing Mya can do is get people together. To get, like, she can get people together. She done did one in goddamn Silver Spring and then did one in Baltimore. I'm like, how does your reach, like, how do you get your reach to transfer so far? Because people from Baltimore, they not coming out of Baltimore to go into Silver Spring, and that one was packed in Baltimore. And people in Silver Spring not going out to Baltimore, and that one was packed in Silver Spring. So, like, what is it that Mya is doing to touch people in a couple of different, and there was a couple that, there was one, I think, in like District Heights or something like that as well, that I saw you at. I don't think it was yours, but like, how does your reach expand so far?
And it's funny you say that, and thank you for that, because I even said that's humbling to me, even sitting here like, dang, I didn't even think about it. But it's like I said, I honestly will sit here and set a plan for myself, and when I look for spaces in areas and stuff like that, I have a goal in mind of how many vendors. And I always go into, because like I said, it's easy to get discouraged with anything that you do. But I always say, listen, if one person in the room, that's all I need. I don't care. So if it's 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 100, hey, thank you, Jesus. But it could only one person, because that's how I make sure that I keep going, because there's so many different, times in the process where you be like, oh, how this going to pan out? Oh my God, it ain't looking good. Okay. People like to buy tickets last minute. But like I said, I've been doing this since 2017. So it's been a lot of trial and error. So I make sure that I'm better every year. Okay. Every year that I'm like, okay, all right, we know we ain't gonna do that. That ain't work. Or let's try this. So I'm always trying different things and see how it works, and not being hard on myself, and always giving yourself more grace is a year that I've been learning to give yourself more grace. And God, I know I give Him all the glory, but sometimes it's to tap yourself on the back and say, what I'm saying, you did. It'll keep going, even if it's 1%. It ain't 0. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's my outlook. But it's funny, like I said, you said that. I find different spots, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to do this out there in Silver Spring. Even though I know it's far, but like I said, I still be like, oh, dang, this far. It's just getting the vendors first, and then I have, a method to my madness where I'm like, okay, this is how I keep the business owners encouraged, and I teach them how to bring the people together. So I am creating a platform. We're coming together, so I need everybody to participate, because I say, listen, I've already created a platform. Right. That it's your business, and you got to keep hustling like this your business, or to bring people out and let people know about your business. I said, we come together. I'm gonna do my part. I said, I know I'm gonna bring people out, but you can't sit here and don't tell nobody about your business, not promote your event, not promote your business, and let them know, hey, this is where I'm going to be, and have certain incentives. So I drop a lot of gems to business owners, different ways to get people out here. So I basically even let somebody know, hey, bring 10 people out. I've done events where I'm like, hey, you want to make your vendor feedback? I've had vendors make their vendor feedback. So I can still profit. They profiting. They really profiting because now you're going to make your vendor feedback. So you feel like I need to come out of my pocket. So I'm just showing up here and I'm about to make money. And so I do so many different things.
So
I try different things.
Teach that too. Like,
yeah, but I do. And I be saying I want to do that, but it's like me trying to, like, stuff like this is what really, like, it's motivational too. Yeah. Even for me. You know what I'm saying? Some people see stuff in you, so it's like, that really sparked for me. But Baltimore, now let's talk about Baltimore, Maryland, even being in Rockville, like, that's still like Maryland to me, but it's a little further out. Right. But that was a little ride. See, people don't even know Rockville. I know how to cook too. I cooked for that event too. Sold out, so I'm gonna find different ways to make money. I'm always experiment, so they know I have a famous dish, it's like a fully loaded pasta. So they don't know I was traveling in my car. That's a good idea. I traveled in my car making stuff fresh. I made the food myself too, so they don't understand the work I be putting in. Sold out, so I had created, like, gave out, the papers so everybody could select what they wanted in their pasta, whether it was salmon, chicken, shrimp. So I did all that. Everything was freshly made. The only thing I made, I got up 6 o'clock that morning before my event. Made the sauce, homemade. Ain't ragu out the jar. This is from scratch. All was in there, listen.
You know what I'm saying? Whipping that.
Yes. So I did that and listen, sold out. So on top of that, finding different ways, to make money. Right. But it's like I just thrown in different things. But it's like I did it because I'm still passionate about it. I like to cook too. Right. But it's like sometimes, like I said again, learning this thing, sometimes it be like too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm creating the event, I'm the person everybody's coming to, making sure everything go right. But I'm in customer service, so that and the service is just what I do. So it comes easy and it's something I'm passionate about. So it never make me feel drained. I'm never there with a negative attitude. And I've learned that even my attitude is very important. It's a reflection, even though like everybody could be grown in the room, people older than me. Right. But how I deal with whatever is not right or right, they looking at me. And it's a reflection of how they gonna deal with it. They feel intense. I'm looking tense. I'm looking like no. Like I've had all type of things happen. I've had events that I'm 2 hours away and fire marshal shut down a venue in DC. A lot of my events used to be in DC. Shut down the whole place the day of. My event still went on.
How?
Listen, number one, the supporters that I had, but people used to tell me, my sister, my best friend was like, hey, I would have cried. I would have just like, hey, said, no, the event ain't gonna happen. I'm walking up and down 8th Street trying to find a place. A guy that I knew that was a bartender in, what was it called? Red Rocks. It used to be Red Rocks. He knows certain people, they all work on the strip. Found a lady event space. I went to talk to the owner of the place, had my event in, what was it, 12 Lounge. I ended up having 12 on the same day. It was a little few hours later, threw off my, my foot traffic, but it still happened. So you never know, like I said, how you be motivational people. I didn't cry enough, and I still made it happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Under pressure. That's what I said. I'm under pressure. So it still happened. I be sitting here like, I don't even know, but I just do it. And like I said, I had people, my vendors was walking up and down the street with me, with the tables with me, going into the places, whatever, and I still made it happen. So it's like, I'm not, failure just don't be an option. Like I can't.
Where does that motivation come from though? Like, is that single mom that they be talking about? Like that, I gotta get it because of these kids, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say it can be that, but me, it's like just in me, period. I only think even with the kids, like my kids, of course, they add all that stuff that moms always talk about with the kids, but it's just like in me. So me, certain things gotta be just in you. It's who you are before kids, because I always believe in having an identity before my kids. Right. And I'm really tapping into that now.
There's a lot of challenges with having kids and single moms, right? How do you make it happen? Like, because like that's one of the things that I think, especially a lot of single moms, business owners and stuff like that, I just don't have time because I got the kids, or I don't have time because I got the grandkids, or I don't have time. What advice or encouragement can you give them, or ideas, strategies to help them in their journey?
Ooh. So when it comes to being a mom and a business owner, it's just like, okay, my day, my time, my life don't look like, say, somebody else that don't have kids, a woman that might have 1 child, 2, because I have 3. But it's like, I still have dreams, goals, aspirations. It's always it boils down to it with me, like how bad do you want it? Right. I still want it that bad that it's like, okay, I still got 24 hours. I still desire this. Like, I might have to work harder. It's okay. It's my life. This is decisions that I made. I'm not going to let that stuff, like, really, like, you know what I'm saying, deter me from, like, I'm just a mother. No. Right. Maya was a I'm a woman that was before I had children. You know what I'm saying? I had a life, I had goals, and I'm still gonna make it happen no matter what. My kids, are they looking at me? Yes, but it's like these are things I still desire, and I want so bad no matter what. Like my kids at my events, they see me, got the It's a Vibe shirt. So like I said, every year
I've witnessed.
I didn't get about to say it wasn't like that the year before, but every year it's going to the next level where they see me, they look at me, they don't know no different. They just think, mom just like, oh, she just do this, or my mother got this, or these events, whatever it is that I do, but it's just like I said, not losing yourself in being a mother, because I'm more than a mother. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's like you can still have dreams. This is not only for me as a mother. This is the parents. Yeah. Because it's a lot of guys too that don't know how to handle and juggle being a parent and the things you want to do. And I feel like a lot of times for guys, it could even look even more crazy for them trying to do it, because they be like, dang, how does she do this, and how they do it? You know what I'm saying? More so than women that are more so, oh, we do this all the time, or it's our position. It's like, no, even for me, babysitters, I pay them, kids get some events, I work it out, and I just learned that, hey, some things I can control, some things I can't, and again, giving yourself more grace. But I have just really learned, like I said, it be trial and error, and it's just like, hey, I gotta make it happen because I want it that bad. It can't be this, like I'm a mom or I got kids, because it's like, okay, and I'm still gonna be a mother tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, I can't let that be my excuse because I'm a mother for me, because it's people that have done certain things, say before me, probably had more, and it's not a lot of people I know that is in a situation like me. I might know somebody that have multiple kids, but they married, or might have one kid and you're a boss, but never like 3 like me and doing the things that I'm doing. I don't know nobody like me. It's one person from this area that I can say her situation is even something I can look to in Ronnie Brown. Yes. It's because she has 4 children. And a boss. And I still say I don't know her makeup, but it's the fact that she had 4 children. Her situation is like being a boss, mom, woman, entrepreneur, business owner, and still do that. It's really like that. Because I don't have nobody that's like I can just call and say, hey, like, how would you do this? No, I'm looking. It's me. It's me. You're laying the foundation, and you're the blueprint. That's why I said it's no excuse. That's why I be saying it's no excuse.
You can bring it closer to you. You good.
And that's why I be saying it's no excuse. So when I go to events and I'm doing this stuff, it's no excuse you can give me. Right. You can tell me, you know what I'm saying? I understand life get hard. It be hard for me. I cry. I go through stuff. I've been through baby daddy drama. I've been married. I understand. But it's no situation that somebody can tell me, because I can speak from so many different things in life that it's like, listen, I always say like this, how bad do you want it? That's the question I would ask you. How bad do you want it? You can see and tell me your whole story. I done went through, losing parents, parent committed suicide. I done dealt with so many different things. Adopted. My story is, ugly. It was not. Trust me. So the devil wanted to destroy me. I was not meant to do nothing I'm doing. You would never know that about me.
Can you share the story?
I don't mind. I got so many stories.
So we want to know. Like, so take us back to what's the origin story? Like, where does Mya's story start from?
So and make sure we tap back into Baltimore, because I definitely want to share that.
Let's talk about Baltimore now, and then we'll go back to the origin story.
So I wanted to because I want to hop back into the Baltimore. So with Baltimore was not my area at all. Like DMV, but not really the DM, but Virginia. I bang with y'all, but I haven't had nothing in Virginia yet. But you know what I'm saying. But it's like Baltimore. I'm like, okay, I was looking for a large venue. I said, no more small events. I'm going large. So this is my first huge event where I'm having 40 vendors. So I started the process. So when I started doing Instagram, I'm reaching out to all type of business owners. I don't care. I always say, listen, you get tired of me, block me. Because, baby, I said, my grind, I will be irritated with mine. I don't care. And I tell them all the time, I do not care. You block me. I don't care you don't respond, but you going to see me one way or the other. So whether you don't support or not, it's on you. But listen, I'm going hard about mine. I don't care.
Facts.
That's how I feel, straight up. They know I always say, I found the post up there, I just posted it. I say, y'all already know how I feel about this. So, like I said, it was me really trying to get those Baltimore business owners. But I had my loyal It's a Vibe that's been with me every event, though. Every event they've been with me. And I give out an award called the MVP Award. So, they know I do that every event, too. And I had a couple of them that say they were there every time, too. The event she was at, too. But like I said, I had some people that's there every event with me. So I had my people that's going to come from this side. They don't care. They don't complain about traveling. They showing up. But I had a lot of Baltimore business owners excited. And I called them. They like, you don't know how much you inspired me. I'm talking about, I call people on the phone. I'm talking to people, you know what I'm saying? It might be 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. Inspiring. Like, I call my people. I don't even, ain't no just an email. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even, like, I had to really get into that with what I do on a daily basis. I'm up on the phone, call you up. talk to you type of person. I'm not the text message, email, hiding behind something. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. So I'm a person. I'm talking to every person. So like I said, to the point, I got all the way to 40 vendors. Baltimore. I'm on Instagram though. I'm sending them stuff when they see me posting, hey, I'm looking for vendors, they reach out.
Right.
And they probably just going off of what's on your page, whatever fits you and whatever you feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's a good fit for your business. So like I said, it was actually just not hard for me to do. So I got 40 vendors, like I said, already secured the venue. And of course, I'm human. I still be like, dang, am I going to get this amount of vendors? Like, dang. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to check back in and with people to see, hey, let you know I got people calling me. Mm-hmm. But I use like a Google Doc too. I send that out. I have a vendor form. I use, what's the other vendor form I use? You create your links. I forgot. I can't think of it off the top right now. But that's what I use. You know what I'm saying? And people reach out. They send me their numbers, their emails.
Right.
And I reach out to them, let them know. It worked with them. Hey, wow, that's how I secured it. And like that was my largest event. I ended up being featured in the Baltimore Voyage off of that one event in Baltimore.
Off the one event.
Off the one in Baltimore. I'm not even a Baltimore. I'm not
Baltimorean.
Yeah, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the event space owner got locked in with them. I ended up reaching out to VC Baltimore. They support Black-owned businesses really heavy in Baltimore. They reached out to me. They even started sponsoring stuff. I had another VendMay is another a vendor platform where I did an interview with them. They are the person that bridges that gap between the vendor and the host. Mm-hmm. So I had different interviews that came, you know what I'm saying, just off the fact of that. Like I said, me reaching out. And they don't know, because when you see it, you don't know who's behind it. It's just me. So I always look at it, so many things I want to do. But like I said, it's about really have it really sharp. You know what I'm saying? How I really view and how I see it. You know, but it's like, I know, like, Mya, you're going to need a team. But it's like, hey, that's my baby. I can't just put this in anybody's hands. So it's like, I have to have somebody I know that's like me, like how you, because I can't do that stuff. You know, people be dealing with a lot of flaky people.
Right.
And that right there, I don't want nobody to be tapping into me out of my, like, getting me out of my character because people just ain't authentic or really, because I'm passionate about this. You know what I'm saying? I really believe in this. I really this is other people's businesses. I understand. I don't want to put this in anybody's hands and then trust you when you're doing something flaky or wild. Like I ain't there yet, but I know I got to. You know what I'm saying? So to expand and grow. So
as far as a team, right? I'm so with you because I hired an assistant, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like I'm using my assistant enough, right? I have a control problem. And I'm admitting this, and I know she'll watch this, right? I have a control problem. Like, I feel like if I give it to you and you don't do it the way that I want it done, now I have to go back and do it again. So I should have just did it myself in the first place. At the same token, I hired you to do this so that I should trust you to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should trust you to do this. And so it's weird, but I'm with you, yo. It's like, it's my baby, man, and I just can't. I'll be like, even with this podcast, right? I have an editor right now. I have not reached out to him to edit the podcast. I just be doing it myself, even though I know he can do it. I gotta trust, man. I have to.
And it's still building a relationship where they get to know you and what you look, and you gotta know, like, listen, they gonna see me raw, being good, bad, ugly, but you gotta know, like, I'm funny. Being straight up who you are. You know who you are. Being, listen, I'm funny.
Right.
I'm going to tell you. Right. I hired you because I need you. But, you know what I'm saying? And I need some extra help because I want to, whatever my goal is to do. But, listen, I'm so funny. Next thing you know, I'll be doing it and I hired you to do it. And I'm telling you why. This is what I'll be looking for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So whether you need the people in the room to witness the key points or whatever you want to.
Right.
Because it could be a lot of different things to it. But so they can get to know you and understand, you know what I'm saying, why. And what you're really looking for.
Right.
And that's what it is. But it's like, ooh, for me, my mom be like, I help you. I'm like, no, I know you my mom, but it's like, listen, it ain't because I don't feel like you can do it, but it's like, no, this is, you 60-something, you can't do the things that I'm big on customer service, how I deal with situations, how I deal with people. And when it comes to my brand, when it comes to the name of my business, you know, I don't want to put that part in nobody's hands because I'm big on that. I'm really big on the customer service aspect of me dealing with people. and dealing with me and what I want to come across with it being, it's a vibe event or Mya Prince Cosmetics.
Mm-hmm. I
don't want nobody nasty on the phone like, oh yeah, I called and this is that person talking to me. I ain't no.
Yeah. So that comes in the training part, right? We have to make sure that we're communicating with them what it is that we want, how it is that we want.
And I'm a person, but I don't think I want to keep. See, let me tell you a pet peeve about me. I don't want to have to keep on repeating myself. That's the thing that I'm having a problem, especially when I feel like, and I'm gonna have the expectation for a grown person. If I'm telling you something too many times, then it'd be like, cut. See, I'm a person that'd be like people know me and my personality is a blocker, right? I'm a mean. They know I'm cold with it. Block. Boy, I block you. Listen. Don't think. Listen. You ever get to when you block, this is done.
That's it. It's done.
So I don't want to be like, well, I gotta cut you, or you'll be like, listen, okay. And it's like understanding. You have to train people, and it's like, that's the fight. Like I gotta prepare myself to really understand, like, what they're going to need from me too, and you know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to really realize, like, okay, I want this, but I really have to give a person an opportunity as well, and that's the thing, I have to think about things full circle.
Right. Okay. So, all right. So with the different businesses that you have, right, and so you're with It's a Vibe, right? You're providing this experience for other vendors and stuff like that to be able to promote and sell their stuff. First question, when's the next one?
So,
because people want to know.
I know, that's what I've been talking. So
we want to know when the next one is.
So I don't have exact dates yet, but I know I'm going to start doing It's a Vibe events more on a quarterly basis.
Okay.
So I want to at least fit 4 into 2023, but my whole goal was even 2021 was to have a gala at the end of the year. So I want to have something where we come together. We're going to put on put your stuff on. We coming out. Of course, it's still socializing, networking, but giving out the awards, having a panel, and just having a good time coming, like just celebrating each other, all the business owners that came out. But I want to definitely start where we're, voting. I want to have different categories for different businesses, and then, people saying, hey, why do you think you deserve to be whatever? And I'm going to give out awards on a more grand scale than I have before.
Right.
Like I said, I've already implemented that in my events. I think I've given out 3 to 4 MVP awards. One has been a perseverance award. So it's the business owners that I've seen, and I want to, like I said, switch it up, and I want to give it a more opportunity for other businesses I might not even know or whatever to be able to vote or be a part of the events. And like I said, us voting at the end of the year, we come together, celebrate, whatever, give out the awards. But our businesses that I've seen elevate over the time span I've known them. So my first award went out to a business owner, Jay, with Crush'ems. Now he's been with me.
What's Crush'ems? What is
he
that?
He edibles. It's different edible treats. I mean, he's just done it on a whole different level. It's like the drink, everything you could think of, he does. Like I know one year, like I'm not a smoker, but he put together like an Easter basket, a Valentine's Day box. I'd be like taking
creative ideas.
Yes,
man.
And I'm sitting here, he gave it to me, and the box had the stuffing in it with the tray, with a drink, with a cookie, with a treat.
Yeah.
It was just like, I was sitting here like amazed, but like every year he is just to another level.
Right.
Another level, and like I said, so that's why I said I gotta give out an award. You know what I'm saying? I want people to be, and people be feeling, honored. I'm like, listen, I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Man, oh my goodness, man, you gotta do some stuff.
Yes, and he's like I said, and it's people crying. Some people be crying. I'm like, but it's like I see them. I want you to know I see you.
Right.
I see you, and not that I think nobody's deserved, but it's like I've seen this guy business just elevate. Like I seen you just not be playing. I know what it takes. I know what it feels like. That keep on pushing and just to believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Believe in your vision, you know what I'm saying, for your business, and to say, like, hey, I'm going to keep on taking this to the next level. It's just to let you, like, I see you. I recognize you. Listen, I might not be this person or that person, but I mean, if it mean anything, I see you. Right.
No, so. I like that, man. And your heart is so pure in that because, again, people want recognition, right? Like I had the DMV Renaissance Awards on here, and they were one of the people who it was like, they celebrate the artists and stuff like that, and they give out awards. And like I told her, like people in my group, my coaching program, they have drink, like some of their goals are to be nominated for a DMV Renaissance Award 2023. And I see the same thing for what you're doing, right? To be nominated. I want it like a goal. I'm hustling because I want to be nominated for, and I want to win it, right? I don't just want to be nominated for, I want to win it. And how do I do that? I do that by continuing to push my business, push my brand. So I'm winning on 2 levels. I get to win the award that I want, but then I get to win also because my business is growing. You know what I'm saying? My business is growing. So that's one of the things that I absolutely love. So let's go back to this origin story, right? Because you really said that you got no excuses. Like, tell us where it all began.
Okay, so Mya is originally from DC, born and partially raised. 6 years old, I went into foster care. 6 years old, I went into foster care at 6. I was adopted at 11, moved to Maryland, moved to New York for a little bit, for a few years, because my parents that I was adopted by was originally from New York. Came back to Maryland, 4 years. I went to Gwen Park High School. So
when you went to New York, did you go live with your...
No, so this is my parents that adopted me. So my biological parents are from D.C. My biological father is now deceased, but my biological mother is in my life.
And you've met her?
Yes, I met her. She came back into my life at 18. So I'm going to tell you, because this is one time, let me tell you what I had to do for myself. One time I had wrote down just my life, and it was crazy to me to see my life at all these different ages and the things that I went through. And it is some things that you could say, hey, can be trauma, all type of stuff that they say today. I went through all of this. It was crazy. So, like I said, I was living in back and forth with even my biological parents, staying with other family members from the age of however young I can remember to 6. And even in between them times, the things that I had like witnessed or seen, like I was seeing like domestic violence in between at that age. You know what I'm saying? So that was like my young years, what I witnessed. Then I was living with family members where I went into Family and Child Services, which is the social service or protective services within DC. And then I went into from 6 where I was in different foster homes, and you can get treated all different type of ways in foster homes. You know, by people. So I've been treated different ways, like far as being physically, you know what I'm saying, abused, but it's traumatizing. It's like you deal with abandonment issues from going into that and dealing with that. You being stripped away from the people that you do know, even if it's not your parents, but I was stripped away from the family I did know. You know, and me and my siblings. So with me being 6, I had a sister that was 5, and my little brother was 3. So that right there.
All 3 of y'all got adopted?
Yeah, so not all of us got adopted, but we all were placed in different places. You know, but because if they don't do that anymore, they try to keep the kids and the family together, because that's even more traumatizing.
So did you know your younger siblings?
Yeah, so we're in each other's life to this day, but it's like, you know, as we grew up, you know, I was over here, me and my brother was together, my sister was over here, raised by somebody different. So all of that like type of stuff, you can sit here and say, oh, this caused this causes this. Like if you want to really get down to it and have you know what I'm saying, a therapist or a psychologist, somebody else get into it, they be like, oh, this is what this caused. I definitely learned the abandonment issue part and what you deal with that, because you really sometimes don't know what you be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, it comes from this until you get therapy. I'm big on therapy and stuff like that. Want to be my best self. You know, so I thank God for being a healthy-minded woman. And even though I went through all these different things, that's why I can go back and say it's no excuse. But like I said, from 6, went up different foster care, different foster homes. And finally, you know, my brother was with a certain foster family that I ended up going with, who ended up being my adopted parents. But they were from New York. So we moved to New York from I was maybe 6th to 8th grade. I came out to Maryland, and that's when I went to high school here. But I was in Maryland before that. But prior to that, I just lived in D.C. That's where my parents were from. That's where they lived. So finished high school. When I was in high school, it felt like I was living a double life. Like nobody knew that Mya was a foster child. They knew these weren't my parents. They didn't know nothing I've been through. Even when I was in grade school, I'm like, people don't know what you go through. I talking to my best friend all this time. I'm like, people don't know what kids be going through. Like I said, I was in school. People could be picking on me. I was in best dressed. I didn't have the newest shoes, the newest clothes. And they ain't listen, I'm going through stuff you could never imagine. I'm in here in foster.
You would fold under this pressure.
Hello? Come on. Listen, I'm in here in foster care. I'm in here people, I'm getting mistreated. I'm not with my parents. I don't understand why. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People be messing with you, picking with you, talking about you, like, and they don't even know, like, listen, I'm in foster care, dude. They don't even know, like, what's on my little mind. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, even to come here, and I got to come here and be, you know what I'm saying, forced to do work, and then when this stuff is on your mind as a child, like, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't really even think about that until, like, now, like really this year, to even think about myself. You know what I'm saying? And so I think, too, with me being so used to going through things, I kind of just got so just used to that. Like, hey, like, you don't fold under pressure. Like, I'm so used to going to stuff, or stuff always happening, or this, and that it's like, okay, you ain't going to give up. And that looks different for everybody. Like, some people really go through it mentally, with suicide, all different types of things. But it's like, with me, it's to the point, like, okay, you know, I'm going through this again. I'm going through this. I'm always going through something. So it's like, hey, get back up before I don't get back up. Is how I think I adapted to it, and how I just died. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like,
yeah, was able to adopt the philosophy of, not, like you said, not giving up, persevering, pushing through those different obstacles, and now being able to transition that over into your adult life, but also into your entrepreneur life.
Because I push people. I be like, listen, because I can tell you some stories. I can tap into so many different aspects of life that you'll be like, all right, let me get my shit together. Excuse me, because I'm about to be perfect.
No, you good.
But it's like, let me get myself together, because if this little woman do this, like, and you know what I'm saying, not to say like you're complaining, but it's like, if I know or somebody else did it or can do it, like, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? It's been done before. Just to know it's been done before, that you're not the only one. Sometimes you gotta know, hey, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I've been there. I understand. Like I said, from going through, like I said, all of those different things. So like I said, pushing through, and then, you know, teenager, like, you know what I'm saying, early 20s, and certain decisions I started making my own life.
Right.
You know, I had my first child at 20 years old. I'm like a hopeless romantic. So it's like, me making certain decisions might not always, you know, been the best. They haven't. You got to be able to listen, be real with yourself. Take accountability, responsibility. I know. Okay? But it's like, I can't make those people like, oh, I got 3 kids, and it's blame it on nobody. I made certain, you know what I'm saying, decisions as well in my life. But it's like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not for that people making excuses like, oh, I got y'all, this and that. Listen, there's so many different steps to get there, baby. Listen. And trust me. Just own up. Take responsibility for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to own up to it, and you never know who you're dealing with.
That's
like
it.
I said, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You have to be very careful with certain choices that we make in life. But like I said, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? You could cry about a day. Tomorrow I'm getting up. It's a new day. I'm not going to be dwelling on tomorrow. Trust me, I cry. Like, shit, I go through stuff too.
Yeah.
But I get up the next day, or in a moment I can shake it. I learn, and that's just like been my thing, is to really shake things off as fast or quick as possible so I can move on. I don't got time to be dwelling in stuff that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I want to find a way, whether it's like, hey, okay, I'm going through this, or whether it's a break or whatever. I'm going to therapy. I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to shake this. Oh, what I need to do? Is something wrong with me? Let me know. Am I going? No, for her, I'm really just like, hey, I'm trying to move forward. I don't got time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I'm the type of person, when I'm in any situation, I don't have to double back when I do nothing, because I'm always that authentic, genuine person when I'm right there.
Right. And you're sure of yourself once you move
and
on.
I can say, if I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong. I apologize. And I don't care if it's 50 men, women in the room to say it, because I know who I am. It don't make me feel no type of way.
Right.
So I don't got to double back in situations when it comes to nothing.
Hey, I like it, yo.
I like
listen,
it. I don't.
Listen,
and that's the type of person I want to be. Like, I got kids, my son, my daughters. It's just like, listen, being a really genuine, good person, it's not a lot of people like that left. People out here are attention seeking. They doing stuff for to be right. Listen, I'm doing this because I love to do this. This is what I love to do. And the fact that I get to share it with people or help other people, I be about to cry or stuff like this. I said, listen, if it's a vibe get any bigger, it's like God, like it's God's plan. But listen, I really get gratification from it being just somebody, one person tell me, listen, thank you. You changed. With people that call me, I feel like I need to talk to you. You don't know how much you changed my life. I be like, I don't even know what to say. I be feeling like, Lord, maybe you got some more celebrities. I'm like, like, really?
You know what? That's the reason why I say that you and I, we have to do something together, like, soon. And the reason that I say it is because, you're doing everything, like, and I absolutely love it. And it's just like, I feel like more people need to hear from you. More people need to learn from you. More people need to take the advice and the wisdom that you have to continue to grow themselves and their business and their brand, right? Like, you've been able to create something of significant value, and it's very difficult to do, right? Like nothing that you've done and nothing that you've accomplished up to this point has been on a small, minute level. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on is because not only to hear your story, but give the flowers, right? Because you know we got to give them while we can still smell them. And the thing is that my goal is always to connect with people who are absolute, like I said before, I think maybe it was in the beginning or maybe it wasn't, but to connect with the movers and shakers in this area, because we don't have, like, we're just not getting together as much as we should. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I look at those entrepreneurs that are in Atlanta and stuff like that, I see them and I see how they're moving and I see, the things that they're doing and how they're supporting each other. And it's like, we don't have that same support here and that same platform and that same thought process here. So how can we get that? And it's connecting with people like you, Christoph, who just pulled up, right? That's how we do that.
Right.
That's how.
And I love that. And that's what, before COVID hit, me and my best friend, we were like, hey, we're going to start going out to more social and networking. The Black Caucus, they have a lot of different things. Because people look at our area like, oh, it's the place, especially for stuff like that.
Right.
I'm like, we need to get out here. Like, and that's why I said with me being a business owner, it's like, I'm not waiting for somebody to give me the opportunity. And I want some other people to think like that too. And it's like, listen, I'm the type of person, really, it's like this like, let me know. Like, I'm a person too, listen, even though I got the kids, some situations, you can't have kids, but I'm to the point, like, listen, and sit right here, you got my phone, because there's no excuse. Like, I will make it happen, because like I said, it's in me, and I desire, like I said, it gotta be in you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not in that place. It does not mean they will not get there, but it's just certain things that you for sure need. Yeah. That you gotta have. It's like they say, entrepreneurship is not for everybody.
It's not.
It's not, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the same thing that you're saying is like those things. Like, we all can motivate each other. Like me, I'm in a place like, it's like, listen, I'm really working on me. I'm in that place in my life right now where it's like, I'm not playing about me. And to somebody else, you might think that I'm copy, whatever. I don't even care what people be thinking. It's like, hey, you gotta love on you. I love the shit out of me, and I'm gonna be sure, like, when you feel. Listen, when I post it, I do this for me. So if somebody feels like, wait, this ain't for attention for me, but I know people do it. They might not be able to decipher it because they don't know me. And my shit genuine, this shit for me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I might, listen, it don't matter if you think I'm beautiful. If I don't think I'm beautiful, it don't even matter.
Hey, listen.
Okay?
Get prepared for the event from Mya and Backpack Jeff, y'all. That's what we're gonna do. That's it, yo. We're gonna be giving y'all a whole bunch of information, a whole bunch of game, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. You guys can follow this queen on all social media platforms. They will be here. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know my motto, yo. It's always stay in your bag, so you never gotta chase a bag. And this woman right here is definitely in her bag. And she ain't chasing no bags. It's Backpack. We out.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.